Every day, I get a digest of what top AI YouTubers posted yesterday. Key topics, trends, summaries of their videos. This is my AI agent working for me, researching the YouTube and making the reports. And I didn't write a single line of code to make this. Today, I'll show you how to make your first AI agent from scratch, even if you have zero technical background. I'll use YouTube Analyzer as an example, but the process is the same for basically anything. Lead generation, monitoring competitors, generating daily reports, whatever routine eats your time. Follow along, and by the end of this video, you will have an autonomous AI agent running every day without you touching it. Here's everything we'll need. I'll walk you through each step, so if any of this is new to you, that's completely fine. VS Code is our workspace to build an AI agent. Claude Code is our AI assistant that will build an agent after we describe what we need from it. And once we're happy with the result, we'll just use Github and Railway to make our agent work remotely, so we don't need to have our computer turns on 24/7. First, we need to install VS Code. Go to code.visualstudio.com, download it, install it, and it should look something like this. Then we need to actually install Claude Code extension into VS Code. And to do it, we just need to head into Extension tab and search for Claude Code extension. Here it is, the first one. Click on it, open its page. We just need to install. Once Claude Code is installed, you can access it with this icon or this icon. I click the icon to access the Claude Code extension. Now we need to log in, and the most easy way is just to use your Claude AI subscription. So you should go to Claude website and get at least Pro plan, but don't hesitate to take it. It basically pays for itself with its value. We have logged in. This is our Claude Code window, and we'll describe what we need to build here. Let's open a folder for this project. You can just create one to work in. I'll go with YouTube Summary Agent. Claude uses these modes to operate. We'll mostly use plan mode and bypass permissions. And by the way, if you don't see this one, just go to settings and look for allow dangerously skip permissions. So this one should be turned on, and if so, you'll see this mode over here. Okay, so we're finally all set. I'll prompt my task to Claude and we'll see how it goes. The prompt sounds something like this. Hey, I'd like you to help me set up an AI YouTube Analyzer agent. It should run daily, go through a list of channels, and check which videos were posted in the last 24 hours. Then I want a short summary of each video, along with an overall summary of what those channels are talking about that day. We can also add something like, help me plan a better agent, given I don't have any tech expertise, so Claude will understand that it should explain better to you what it is doing. And we also select plan mode, and we can go ahead. So here Claude came up with additional questions just to build a better agent for us, and let's go through them. Where would you like to receive the daily summaries? I'll go with the Telegram bot, but you can also pick whatever you want. How many YouTube channels do you want to track? I'll go with 10 to 30 channels. Summary style, I'll go with quick bullet points, just not to overwhelm myself. Do I already have a YouTube data API key? I don't, and I know that it's not very easy to get one, so I'll go with, can we use something different? I don't want to spend time setting up Google Cloud project. And here we go. Claude says everything's fine, and he will go further and design the architecture now. Here is a plan that Claude Code came up with. We have the context, architecture, file structure, all other technical stuff. If you'd like, you can read through this, and it's really better to try to understand what's happening over here. If you don't, you always can ask Claude, hey, what's this doing over here? Why do we need this? And after all of this, if we're happy, we can tell Claude to go ahead and implement that plan. And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. We can see that Claude came up with the to-do list and started to implement our plan, and it asks us for permissions. If we don't want to click yes all the time, we have to select the bypass permissions mode. This allows Claude to do all the things and not to ask us every time. Right here we can see the file structure is being set up by Claude. And here it is. It says that it's finished. Here are some next steps for us to actually finish the setup. Certainly we need our Telegram bot. We need to get some API keys. We will use Anthropic LLM models to make a summary of the video. This is basically a file where we store our API keys. Also, we need to provide Claude with channels we would like to follow. And after everything is set up, we can test it right here. If everything is okay, then we will push it to GitHub and use Railway to make our agent work 24/7. For the purpose of keeping this video short, I'll do this on my own, and if you're not sure how to set anything on this app, you can just ask Claude and it will provide instructions for you how to do it. There it is. My Telegram bot just messaged me a digest with an overview, summary of each videos, link to the videos, and that took me half an hour to build. How cool is that? I will iterate on this in the future, but right now I just want it to be deployed. To do it, I'll go to GitHub and create new repository. We can name it something like YouTube Analyzer and create. Once you're ready, you can just copy this line and send it to Claude and ask to set up the Git. I asked Claude to set it up and it successfully did it. We can see now that it is not an empty project. All the files that Claude created are now in this repo as well. And now all I have to do is just deploy this agent to Railway. To do this, we go to railway.com, create an account there, create a new project, and select GitHub repository. We will use the repo we created several steps ago. And here it is, click deploy. Once it's deploying, I will also need to do some additional setup, for example, add new variables for our API keys. So here we are. After setting up the variables, I've got my agent up and running 24/7, and it does all the routine work for me. And like I said, it can be anything you would like it to be. Competitor monitoring, data collection, daily news digest, lead generation, whatever you need. Here's what I want you to do. Figure out one task that you would like to automate and just type it into the comments. I'll pick the best ones and show you how to automate them in next video. See you.